East Podcast, WATP.
I just have a couple of clips here. What I want to demonstrate is how difficult it is to be friends with Stuttering John Melendez. And I thought since Vinny's here, this would be a good time to discuss such a thing. So John did a show on Thursday, and he invites his buddy Richard Ojeda on. Now, it wasn't a political show. Those are on Wednesdays. He needed Richard Ojeda to come on to review the Phil Elmore videos that he does about martial art techniques. And he needed the Army major to agree with him that Phil Elmore is an idiot. This is very important for John to get a guy who knows nothing about martial arts. He was in the military. They don't really teach a lot of martial arts in the military. It's more...
Richard Ojeda would just shoot you, Phil.
Yeah.
That's really how that would go. And then curb stomping for it.
Well, curb stomping would definitely be in order on that. So they're watching this video, and at a certain point, Richard Ojeda, who's doing John a favor, we all know John's not paying him to be here. He's coming on an off day. He's not normally on there.
Bless his heart.
You don't really need to complicate an angle system with a bunch of different numbers for different variations on what are essentially.
Hey, brother, I'm going to have to roll, man. I got to go live here in 9 minutes.
Trajectories are different, but I'm either doing a forehand.
All right, hold on. Let me just see if I have one more. All right. Hold on. If I can just get you to comment on one more. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right.
So that was Richard saying I got to go in 9 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I meant seconds, click.
Chain punching. Okay, this is the one I wanted. All right. Army made. It's only 49 seconds.
Okay.
This is hand-to-hand combat. Are you ready?
Yeah.
how does John have the worst resolution in podcasting? He really needs to up his game on that.
Even with the resolution, I can see a really gross smudge on his shirt up there. What is it?
I believe that's animal cum. You can tell by how liquidy it is.
Watery.
It's watery, yes. All right, so you just heard that. Richard Ojeda goes, all right, John, I got to go. They've already been watching all these videos. He's weighed in on it. And Richard Ojeda's basically like, yeah, I don't know a lot about karate. It's very different than what we were trained with, but whatever. So John goes, no. We got to keep watching this. He just said, I got to go. I got a show in 9 minutes. Not that he has to go in 9 minutes. He's got a show in 9 minutes. Uh-huh. So I don't know about you guys, but I like to prep for even more than 9 minutes before I start a show.
No shit.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? So John's not letting him go. No. Hold on. I just need your honest opinion.
Okay, this is the one I wanted. All right. Army made. It's only 49 seconds.
Okay.
This is hand-to-hand combat. Are you ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hand-to-hand. I know you know hand-to-hand combat.
Spit it out.
All right. Just give me your honest opinion. Just forget about him trashing me or anything.
It's got nothing to do with that.
Plant that scene. I just want your honest opinion. Forget about the fact he's my mortal enemy. And that we're friends, so you have to hate him too. Forget about that part. This is basically what he just said, but he's so uncomfortable. Hold on. John just wants Richard's honest opinion. He doesn't need Richard to go along with what he thinks. John doesn't need reinforcement on this. He just wants an honest opinion.
Just give me your honest opinion of his hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, my God.
Now, Arnie Major, how is that hurting anybody?
I honestly, I don't even know what he's doing. I really don't.
Okay. So
Gotta go.
He lets it play for 3 seconds and goes, isn't that stupid? Richard saying, I just want your honest opinion.
Who is that hurt?
Now, the name of this video is Shaking the Rust Off on the Wooden Dummy. So this would lead me to believe that Phil is not claiming that this is some technique that everyone needs to know in order to defend themselves. I think he's relearning maybe some techniques that he used to know in the past. I watch a lot of videos on how to play guitar parts and guitar solos, and people will they'll slow it down so much. It's like, I know what a G chord is. We can keep it moving here, but this is a thing that people do when they're teaching people stuff on the internet. They slow it way down so you can see what they're doing and understand how that works. So Richard's got nothing for this. He's not familiar with this style of fighting or anything. He has to go. John's not going to let him go.
All right, here, let's just play a little bit more. I know you got to go, but it's only 49 seconds.
nothing's different.
Well, imagine these moves are so slow. I mean, I would just punch him in the fucking face.
The video's not called How I Would Beat Up Stuttering John Melendez. He's not claiming that this is a real fight that he's having with the wooden dummy.
Yeah.
All right. But John would just punch him in the face, so that's good.
The one is he's working a routine, which is what I think those do, and then it gets faster and faster and faster.
Oh.
I think that's what it's for.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
I know I can take this guy in a fight. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Thank you for your honest opinion. I can take him.
Holy shit. This totally reminds me of those videos that Bologna Factory is making, where it's just Carl from Aqua Teen, not listening to anyone else, just off in his own world, waits for someone to stop talking, and then just...
And then it gets faster and faster and faster. I think that's what it's for.
I know I can take this guy in a fight. That's for damn sure.
Phil doesn't want to fight you, John. You don't have to worry about getting into a fight with him. All right. So Richard really wants to go. He's got shit to do, and John will not let him.
Brother, I'm going to have to run, man.
Are you sure? Wait. Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. Don't just play this last.
What's the point of watching this part? It's all the same.
Imagine you would just punch him.
I mean, I wish him the best. That wooden thing will never hit him back.
Do you think he ever got into a real fight?
Oh my God.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
It's like trying to leave an after hours with some coked up loser that is so lonely.
Yeah. The
Wants to tell you the same story.
The
know the type.
loneliness.
Dude.
The loneliness is really incredible here. Because the fact that Stuttering John is on there going, I could probably beat this guy up, right? I bet you could beat him up. I bet I could beat him up.
Let's beat him up together.
We can both beat him up. And at a certain point, he's like, you could take this guy, right? And Richard's like, I don't have a problem with this guy. I don't know what the problem is.
We can take him.
Here.
Yeah, he's trying to bond over this.
John, let him go. He's got a show to do. Let the fucking poor guy go. Hold on, just watch 30 more seconds of the same thing. And then tell me how I could beat him up. I need you to do that. So the last clip I have on here is John talking about me going to his show on March 10th.
Yeah.
StutteringJohnLive.com is where you can get tickets, Comedy at the Carlson, to see an evening with Stuttering John Melendez. Still VIP tickets available for that?
Yes.
Okay, so you could go get your VIP tickets, meet and greet with Stuttering John, take a selfie.
It's
have a
really
beer.
amazing to me, Carl,
Yeah.
that you have been so incredibly kind and generous because you've gone on so many other shows and plugged the URL to get tickets.
I promote it every time.
You have promoted it more than he has. I've never heard him say stutteringjohnlive.com.
No.
I've never heard him do the actual plugs. But here you are, his mortal fucking enemy, plugging it away. You plugged it on Drew and Mike. You plugged it, like you said, everywhere. I've heard you do it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the whole point of this thing for him, from what I understand and what we originally talked about, was for him to do something about the nostalgia aspects of his career.
Right.
To try
Stories
to
we've never heard before.
To try to find an audience of people who enjoyed what he used to do, so maybe he could somehow reconnect with that and maybe find a way forward. Now, all of a sudden, it's the roast of fucking Carl.
Yeah, I know. It really changed, didn't it?
Yeah.
No, but it's not even the roast of Carl. The roast of Carl would be interesting. It's the roast of some random person he's going to dress up in a dress and make fun of.
Please, John, if you hear this, please get Grant.
Yeah,
Call Grant.
my brother.
Please get Grant. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
But here's the deal, guys, and I'm going to just be on Front Street with it. I'm going to be as professional as I can. I am not involved with the planning of the show.
Yes.
As of last Friday. I have bowed out. I am fucking done.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
Because when John announced that he was going to roast me and I wasn't allowed to be there, I said, fuck that, I will be there. If you're going to roast me, you can roast me to my face. I will be there at the show. And John's initial reaction was, fine, bring it on. I can't wait. But since then, he's been going on and going, I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to say why, but you know why. And I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well, Carl, you're my guest. You're the guest of the club.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
So
because
come and enjoy the show.
Watch this clip right here because John thinks that you're going to say something very different about this.
Lady K says he's coming to my show. Didn't you already do this and ask me this? Look, if he comes, he's disrespecting his friend then. Then he asked him not to come. So if he comes, then I don't, that's on him.
Well, here's the way I look at that.
Go ahead.
Here's the way I look at that.
Yeah.
John, you're disrespecting my friend.
Yes, correct.
I've never told you how to live your life. I've never told you who to be friends with, who not to be friends with. This whole fucking thing has been maddening.
Yeah, because he tells you not to be my friend, which is the weirdest thing. Adults don't do that. John did the same thing to his poker buddy that he wasn't allowed to be Anthony Cumia's friend.
Okay, so guys,
you don't have this control over people, John.
Full disclosure, I've got to get this shit.
Wow,
out.
it's happening.
End scene. I have done everything I fucking can, Jenny, to keep this shit together and be professional and be kind and nice.
I know you
I've
have.
tried to be respectful. I am so done. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but I'm going to tell you guys this. If John is getting any help from his show, it's going to be from Cardiff Electric, not Vinnie Paulino. Now, John is also this week on multiple occasions says he refuses to work with Cardiff if he's going to be a potato. So if you don't want to work with Cardiff,
John literally said he won't have a meeting with Cardiff unless he can see Cardiff's face because he doesn't want to talk to a potato.
Tough shit.
I know. The potato's great. We all love the potato.
But what if it was a can of beer?
What?
He said to me, Vinny, how would you feel going into a business meeting with the potato? And I said, if I were you, I'd feel thankful. Because that's how you should feel.
Correct.
We tried to help you, dude. Of anybody in this fucking Dabbleverse, you got the two nicest fucking people in it.
No shit.
To help you.
To help you.
And you
for
pissed
very
them.
little reward.
No reward.
None at all.
I've got
actually.
nothing but grief.
You've got nothing but grief for this.
And you know what, dude? And it's
I've
my
got
fault.
like 3 wins on the creep off for it, so I'm loving it. This is great.
And you know what, dude? It is my fault.
I know.
And it's
I'm not arguing.
Here's what it is, and I could only narrow it down from a movie quote, and I feel like a douche for saying it, but it's that fucking line from Jurassic Park. I spent so long trying to figure out if I could. I didn't stop to think if I should. And I was
to
like,
live by.
Yeah, well put.
I'm like, we could put on the show. This would be a thing. The Dabbleverse will fucking love this because how often when are the Dabblers ever going to get an opportunity to just show up and go see John in person do a show?
Right.
I thought this would be a good thing for everybody.
Sure.
Maybe I misread the room.
Maybe you misunderstood
Maybe I misread the room.
how people feel about this.
And I've been trying to be as professional as I can, and I will continue to be as professional as I can. But I'm telling you guys, I'm out of this business with this show with him. He could do whatever he wants to, but the fact of the matter is you're trying to do a roast at a comedy club and you're going to not invite the person that you're roasting. That does not seem fair. It does not seem cool.
It's not going to work either. It's
Yeah,
not going to be
well-
funny. You're just going to rip on some guy who's not me to his face? How is that even interesting?
I'm not taking...
It might be interesting.
I don't know. It's fucking bizarre.
John, I am not going to trash talk you. I'm not going to get into the details of everything that went down. It is much more than what you've said on the air.
Yes.
Yeah,
he likes to make it seem like it was just this one tweet that he put out that you got offended by.
No.
It's more than that.
No, it is
Yeah.
way more than that. And he has apologized for it. But the problem is this. I saw the turbulent water.
Yep.
And I saw the water. And these were just decisions that he made. Things that the way he chose to deal with situations that were so
He
unbelievable.
disrespected you.
Incredibly
disrespected your
much.
time. And I find that to be very rude.
Yeah. And especially when I'm doing literally charity work for you.
Yes.
So I'm not shitting on you, John. You have your show. I will not be taking your show away. I'm not canceling your show on you. I would not cancel your show because people bought tickets and they want to watch it. So now, folks, what you are going to get is John. You are going to get an evening with John without all of the extra help that we were going to give him to try to make something bigger.
And
it's
I'll tell
on him
you-
to make his show good. From this point on, it's
I'll
on
tell
him.
you what, Vinny's contribution to DabbleCon was huge. You are our AV guy. We had so many video elements, so many things happening with the live podcast, with the Dabby Awards, and Vinny was on top of all of that. He knows that club inside and out. He knows all the equipment, and you're not even going to the show anymore, right?
No, I'm going to go sit with you.
Oh, okay, then we'll both go. That's cool.
No, I'm going to sit in the back with you.
Very
because,
cool.
listen, dude, John, do your show. I hope
Wait,
it
you
goes
think I'm
well.
going to sit in the back? I wasn't planning on sitting in
No,
the back.
I'm going to have to keep you away from the stage.
Yeah?
You got to stay away. Listen, here's the deal. I trust you.
Do you see how difficult it is to be your friend, John? Do you see how maddening this is? I just played the example of you with Richard Ojeda. The guy's just trying to get away from you, and you won't let him get away from you for your own selfish needs, for him to say that your enemy is an asshole.
Is he going to finish this sentence on this clip with,
Yeah.
but they shouldn't show up there because I don't know what's going to happen?
Let's find out, shall we?
John, I'm going to clarify this for you because I said it to you on the phone and I said it to you on your show. Nobody listened when I said it. But John, saying I don't know what's going to happen is a vague threat. It's a threat.
It's a threat.
It is a threat.
Yeah.
I asked a lawyer. I said, is this a threat? They're like, yes. So John, you could say, I'm not saying a specific threat. You're not John Gotti. You're not someone who can just make these vague fucking little things out there and not think that you could seriously lose your mind and go crazy on people. I've had to be quiet because I'm trying not to be the person to blow this fucking show up. I hope everybody realizes that. I have been trying desperately not to blow this fucking thing up.
Yep.
And I am fucking up to here. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest.
All right, let's watch the rest of this.
No, thanks.
I personally think he's making a mistake. Let's just say I look forward to seeing him there.
Oh, I'm not going to mix
I've
messages.
already told Vinny I don't think he should be there, but if he's gonna come, I don't even know if the place is gonna let him come there. I don't think they will.
Do not come. Do not come.
All right, Johnny.
So
I hear you, buddy.
I don't think the place is gonna have a problem with you.
Yeah, I know. I go there every week.
You're a welcome guest.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be a paying customer. Like I
And
always am.
honestly, John, don't fucking make these threats anymore. Fucking stop it. Just fucking stop.
I was going to leave you alone, John. I was not going to interfere with your
He
show.
really
at all.
was. That's the thing.
I couldn't wait to not go to your show, honestly.
That's the thing that's so fucking mad.
But he has to take it to the next fucking level, and he has to make this happen. Where I'm like, oh, I'm not just going to sit down the road. I live a mile down the street. I'm not going to just sit here while you're ragging on some poor fucking guy, probably my brother, to his face.
I wonder what John's saying to Grant right now.
Yeah, right.
I've never dealt with the talent who did the things that he did
Yeah,
that I ever gave the time of day to again.
right.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I didn't draw first blood, John, in your terms. I didn't start a problem with you. I've been nothing but professional and kind. So if you want to come at me hard and you want to fucking call me out and you want to start a whole fucking thing, be my guest. But no, you did this, not me.
Vinny has reached his breaking point, which is impressive because Vinny and I have been doing the creep off for 3 years now, and you've not gotten this upset with me.
I have a fucking list for you too right now.
I believe that.
I have a fucking list.
Vinny's like, we're not talking about Stuttering John on the show tomorrow, right? Like, no, of course not.
Who